First of all, I'd like to apologize. I'm sorry that in the last video the frames per second went down to 0 and you were stuck with pretty much still frames. Didn't miss anything important in that one, but last night excuse me. Last night I also did a little bit more recording. Not much, just a couple of minutes. For one thing, I gave this guy a makeover. He became an adept builder in the 3 hours that I was away. Let me explain though how you change a villager's outfit. If you have them selected like this, then you can press F6 and it will go on to the next outfit in the series. Oh, this one looks good on him, I'll keep that. See, both males and females have kind of this line of outfits. Once you get to the end though, it won't go to the next one because there is no next one, that's the end. I believe that the last one in the line for males is a white shirt with black shorts. For women, it's this green dress with a necklace. So if I were to keep highlighting him like this and pressing F6, it would eventually reach the end of the outfits. But I like him in this. Let's keep him in that. She looks okay. This one looks pretty nice. Let's see. The berry bush dropped down. The hut got a bit further along. This guy's an adept. And this guy is an apprentice. That means that he has enough training as a doctor to be considered a skilled one, but he's too young to actually be a doctor. The way I managed to give him some skill is I got an island event last night. What it was a rotten wooded crate that washed ashore, and I could have either opened it or left it alone. I decided it wouldn't do too much harm, so I opened it, and a swarm of rats came out and caused disease. It got this guy sick and this woman sick. But it's possible to treat villagers by putting another villager on top of them. That includes kids. That's pretty much the only work besides collecting mushrooms that kids can do is healing the sick. They don't actually mention that anywhere. Might be a glitch, but they've never fixed it. So I put the kid on top of both of them, and he gained a trainee's level of healing. If there's anything else I need to show you, it's this. She only has 20 minutes approximately of nursing left to go. Could actually last up to half an hour. They kind of round down a bit on these. But it won't be too long now. And it also won't be too long for this hut. We also gained a bit of tech points, not as much as I would have liked. And we need 12,000 though if we want that technology that'll get me tech points faster. I have the game on slow right now to kind of lower my food consumption, get me more food. She's still making great progress though. So is he. 91% on the hut, that's good. As you can probably guess, I'm using fraps. One of my earlier attempts at making this Let's Play, I was using, what was it, Cam Studio 2.0? If I made a long stretch of footage, it would have a tendency to lose it when saving. I didn't want to have that problem anymore, so... See, even adepts can mess up sometimes, but if they're like a notch or two past the adept level, then they'll stop messing up entirely. Yeah, so last night I got a little bit of footage, but Fraps was not working for some reason. annoying when he has to go all the way over there, all the way back, and he still fails, but that should be occurring less often. At least this guy, if he fails to get a bowl full of berries, he's already at the bush. Huh. Did you get your tech points, miss? It's better to just assume she succeeded. I should be watching this more. Yeah, see? There we go. Looks like she's making 8 at a time on slow. That's good. I'm sorry if nothing exciting's happening. But it will soon. We're almost done with this hut. She won't have too much longer to go. I'd say half an hour or less. There's also a long list of default names that villagers can have. One for males, one for females. Sometimes when you have a lot of villagers and you start scrolling through the details page really fast, it kind of glitches up and gives a whole string of villagers the same name. But other than that, there's a list for males and a list of females, and they pretty much never cross. 1,000. Still not enough to actually get anything. Anyway, what I was gonna say is that, I found this site that has the list of default male names and the list of default female names. And they were trying to come up with explanations for them. How they might have come up with those. Like, that some of them might be based on actual things, but I think that if they happen to be the same name as anything, it's usually a coincidence, and they were just kind of coming up with anything that sounded villagery. You can also change their names, by the way. See up here, if you wanna. I'm just kidding. I don't really like changing their names, so you're gonna stay Kaya. I think I'll let everyone keep their names. Like, I think this guy's name is pronounced Kupe. Idowu, Tomi, Baba, and Kaya. And soon we'll have one more. As soon as she's done nursing, she's gonna unceremoniously, well, without any celebration or anything, the baby is just gonna vanish, replaced by a little kid somewhere near the center of the village. And the little kid is gonna have gender and a name and possibly likes and dislikes. So, hoping we get somebody good. We could use another female in the village. Well, if any of this gets too boring, I'll edit. Or I might just shut the recorder off entirely, but I don't want anything to come up, me to miss it. But right now it's just me throwing this one on the table. And this hut, of course. You know it's a hut because it says. It doesn't look much like one now, even though he's 92% done, but trust me, it's gonna look like a hut once it's done. So, without further ado, let's chop this thing up.